One. Hi, everybody.
Hey!
I can do it with a broken heart.
Oh, poor Taylor. Poor Taylor.
We were just having such an in depth conversation about ISIS and terrorism as we were waiting to go live.
Before we start talking about reality competitions, right?
It is such a great thing to do. Hi,
Right.
hi everyone. Do you know what else is a great thing to do, Comedy Jonah?
What?
Have
What?
people follow, like, and subscribe. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook,
Where?
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of those places. Sharing is caring, so tell a friend, tell a family member. Tweet us your questions. I have to talk to Kenny. Maybe you want to know how much he cried when he was reunited with his children. I don't know, but you can tweet me and I'll ask him that. Visit our
Okay.
website for the last 12, 15 years of shows. You know, the new ones are on the YouTube. And of course, lastly, our Discord. We air the East Coast airings of the shows. We watch the live feeds, movies, blah, 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 blah. It's like, Eric, we get it. We do a lot over there.
A lot.
A lot. So,
Lots.
so what's happening? Lots is happening. Just like Comedy Jonah, lots is happening this week.
Made history. Made history.
Look, let me just tell you
Okay,
right
can
now.
we just have a little excitement for something different out of 26 seasons? This has never happened.
Wait, what has never happened?
Somebody used the veto on somebody else.
Well, no, that has happened. Marcellus did it to Amy.
Oh, that's right. Okay, then America's never picked a veto or a nomination.
Yeah, or we never had 5 million votes before.
Oh, well, that's a good sign.
That's a good sign. Well, I mean, I was really impressed too when Julie was like, 5 million votes for Quinn. And I was like, 5 million people hate Quinn too. And then I was like, oh, we could do 10 votes each. So whatever
Right.
5 million divided by 10 is how many
Right,
votes.
and they all didn't go for Quinn. Quinn just got the most votes.
Right, exactly.
Right,
So
right.
whatever. Hello, chat. Good morning. They're all like, it's so early. Hello, it is early.
I know, it is. And we had to do it early for me.
We had to do it early for this one. Is jet setting to the other parts of the world.
It's glamour.
It's glamour. No, I love this week. I think this week brought back old school Big Brother.
Hmm?
I would like to keep old school Big Brother intact.
Yes.
So I am here for it. We started the week. Okay, look, I just got to say this right now.
Just rip the Band-Aid off. What?
These competitions are grossly low budget. That
Really?
Candyland thing, like, oh God, did you bring out the beams? And then you got, what else did
You
you do?
painted them. You painted them because somebody, some of the staff was drunk playing Candyland in the green room, and they're like, "Wait a minute, this is a great comp."
I mean, what's happening with the budgets this year? I mean, seriously, for
This
real.
year,
I mean, the sets used to be great. I don't know what's
honey,
happening.
this Big Brother US is a trailer park compared to like
It
Big Brother
really is.
Canada. I mean,
And
in
people
Australia, like, yeah.
and people are like, oh my God, but the AI arena is so futuristic. They literally put him in a ball pit. That literally exists at any rundown casino you've ever been in. You can buy one of those for like $14 in the TikTok shop.
Because you're grabbing balls for cash right at a casino. I
Yeah.
don't go to casinos, so I don't know, but I imagine that's what it is.
Yeah, you don't go to casinos.
I just,
Uh,
just
I'm sure people own all the casinos.
like they
Uh,
do.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I need to go.
so I mean, it was an interesting strategy for an HOH. I mean, Candyland, run on some beams, get the right amount of points.
Yeah. Well, you know what I love about when you have comps like this, like players like Brooklyn. It's like, oh my gosh, I could do this in my sleep. Oh, I've got such good balance, and then of course you see her just flopping all over the place. Like as soon as they say that, I'm like, oh, you're going to be one of the funniest. And of course, I couldn't wait to see Angela play it. So she just cracks me up. She's just. I'm 4 years older than her.
Yeah, let's get you on that show, girl. Here's the thing. I'm traumatized from All Stars, so if I was playing this competition,
Yes.
these people, and we already know I have a broken ankle. These people are like charging down the beams, and then if you remember, there's like the little posts that you can jump to. You gotta like
Yeah.
hop on the little toes. Well, if you remember All Stars,
Little gumdrops.
little gumdrops. All Stars was the same thing. It was the beams, and then you jumped onto the little post, but some of the posts were springs, and then people would fall. Like they would
Yes.
jump and their ankle would twist and they would fall and
You're
crash.
talking about Nicole's season with the All Stars.
The All-Star season. That happened to me.
Yes.
So I would not, the way these people were running, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh God, broken ankle. They're going to jump on one of those pegs and the whole thing's going to move. And they're going to, but they didn't do that. Maybe they learned after All-Stars, let's not try and kill people.
Because they've signed everything away, right? So it doesn't really matter. But I think they probably saw it's really, really super difficult. So
Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, I like Candyland. I'm a Candyland fan, so
Don't
I
you just want
liked
to
it.
be, just want to be 21 again and able to run?
Well, I can run now because I play sports, but I want to be 21 with the knowledge I have now.
Oh, well, I think we all would want that. I
Yeah.
just love how they were all like going through, and Cedric was just like a little, gazelle. He was just like, bloop, 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 bloop,
Oh my
bing,
gosh.
bing, bong, boom, bing, bing, bong, boom, dung, dung, dung.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dear God.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
He
Yeah.
was
No,
really good.
I can't do that, but I'd be better than Angela, so I'd do that better.
Well, we'll get more on that later. Yeah, so I thought it was a great competition. I was happy that Cedric won.
I was too.
I love that. I did love that. And then it just became like they didn't I mean, they showed it on the episodes, but I think they really got into it more on the live feeds. The way like Cedric kind of just sat upstairs and everyone kind of ran to him to just spill their guts.
I would want that too. I would be the queen. Just come to me.
Yeah, I mean, MJ started it when she was like, okay, so let me just let you know I got the power.
And then her DM. I really don't want to tell everybody I have the power. It's like everybody knows you have the power. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows
Everybody
you have
knows.
this power.
Like you're sitting there going, okay, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We know.
You told everyone.
You told everybody.
You literally told everybody.
Right.
And then Kenny went up to him and was like, oh yeah, we're gonna work
Oh
together.
my gosh. Okay, so the last few shows, because I am a casual viewer.
Yes, you are.
Been
Exactly.
talking about Kenny and how he is with going home, and we got to see the thumbs up and the thumbs down in the episode. Oh wow, just the edited was a lot,
So
and then,
imagine what it was like on the live
oh
feeds.
my gosh, I'd be drinking a lot more than I do now. I would be drinking a
I
lot
was gonna
more.
say that's what it takes.
But it was just, and to know later in his interview with Julie that, I just didn't realize the emotional part. Brooklyn isn't complaining. She's got kids. Maybe they're not as young as yours. And I don't know why you're having such young kids at your age. My God, you just, okay, I'm going to throw the rest of my life away.
Excuse me, Comedy Jonah.
Everybody's doing it. You're
Comedy
no
Jonah.
different. Your story's not different.
Number one,
Fuck
he's young.
up.
He's
Fuck up.
young. He's younger than you.
Well, yeah, everyone's younger than me on the show.
No. My point is, look at how good we look for our ages, and
We really do. And there's no filters on the show.
there
people.
is
Like,
no filters on the
there's-
show. We
we
asked for
can
them.
barely get a crisp image of us at
Right.
the same
Well,
time.
one would call that a filter, but yes. Skype
True.
provides the
True.
blur filter and poor connection. No, but I'm just saying that's why he's not that old to have kids. Is my point. He just looks
Kenny's
old.
52.
That's not old to have 10-year-olds, 8-year-olds. They had them when they're 40. My parents had me when they
So
were 40.
I know, but they had like,
They were Catholic.
They're Catholic and they had like 15 siblings ahead of you. So you were the
Right.
youngest, probably. Oops, I can't believe this happened. I thought we were done. Oh, there's Eric. So, but he's 52, having such young kids, and I get it. You want to be there. They're growing up. You don't want to miss steps or first time they have a cocktail. I get all of that. Like I get it. But we learned he's been trying to get on the show for 5 years.
I'm sorry,
And
did
this
you
is
just say the first time the 8-year-old has a cocktail?
or can make one. Yeah, as soon as they start to learn numbers and stuff and measurements, like.
Okay. Yeah, I think that happens before 8, but okay.
Okay, well, whatever. I can't until they're like 18. So
No, I
but,
get it.
But for 5 years, you've been trying to get on the show, and this is what you do. This is how you do it. Like there were so many people who would have loved to be in your spot. There's parents in there that, and of course, their kids are older, but they don't want to miss milestones like smoking your first cigarette. So they're in the house. They're not complaining. Brooklyn's not complaining. It's just like, buck up, Kenny. I was glad.
Jackie has a great point. Robert De Niro just had a kid and he's 80.
Well, he doesn't know he has a kid. He's in the other room.
Okay, that's very true. No, here's my whole thing. You piss production off when production has put into the edit of the show how annoying you're being with threatening to quit. So
Yeah.
that you're annoying. And then in case you didn't know, and this is just how clueless he is, because then if you didn't really know, then you sat down with Julie, and Julie isn't even letting it go.
No.
Julie is like, oh, you wanted to quit? So why are we sitting here? Your game wasn't good.
Why are you here? Why are you here?
Oh, 5 years? That's embarrassing. You did this for 5 years? And you're leaving after 2 weeks? You need your kitties?
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize the emotional aspect of the game. Oh my gosh. What about the emotional aspect of being a detective and looking at dead bodies and trying to figure out who killed them?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
kind of more emotional than sitting in a house with a bunch of kids.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, how do you deal with your job?
Yeah.
If you can't handle this. And don't get me wrong, I understand that the house is very stressful and that we'll never understand it, but I'm just like, okay, maybe then there needs to be a better vetting process for this show. There needs to be...
Every time he was like, I just really love my wife. I think his wife's a lot younger. I think he's a little nervous being a 52-year-old man. That she's like, you know what? It's kind of nice without him here. Maybe I don't want to be in this marriage anymore. And as far as, the kids, it's like, take a picture of little Colby using a spoon with a cereal for the first time. Take a video. It's 2024. You don't have to miss anything. You may not be in the room at the time, but you're going to see it and you can rewind it and play it all the time.
And by the way, your kid is going to be a lot more popular hearing that daddy was on a really popular show doing amazing than anything else.
And and then winning the competitions. It's one thing. Go home. You want to go home. You're homesick. Great. Okay. You don't have the emotional capacity to deal with this game. Stop winning. Stop winning.
Well, exactly. I mean, that's the part that was so frustrating was you say that you want to leave, you say that you want to go, but then you win and you took it away from Lisa, who was Fun Feeds, or...
Right.
And I mean, if we're to believe it, a moment that was on the live feeds this week, which I do believe it because his rhetoric of this, I want to leave, I want to go home every 5 minutes, really stopped after. Apparently, according to Tucker on the live feeds, they called him in the DR and said, if you don't stop saying you want to leave, we're pulling you from the game and taking your stipend.
They did? They threatened him?
I mean, we didn't hear it from him. We heard Tucker telling other people in the house that that's what he told Tucker.
Wow. Good.
And he did stop. Like, after that, he stopped saying, I want to go home. He just kept saying, like, my head's not right.
Well,
My
too, I wonder if, I mean, they're getting coaching and stuff. I mean, is production reminding them you are here for content, right? I
yeah.
mean, look at the housewives. Look at Tamra T-Rat on Orange County. She's a nut, but she's making content. That's her job, right? So if people are getting a little crazy, that's what you're there for, not to sit there and mope around. And can you imagine what kind of spouse he probably is? All of the ups and downs, and I don't want to go to work today. I just don't have the emotion. Oh my gosh. I'd be
Well,
like,
that's what I
I have
was
another
thinking
kid. I
too.
have 3 kids now if I was his wife.
Well, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, what kind of example are you setting of like, I'm gonna just quit everything when it
Oh,
gets
can
hard
you
for your kid?
imagine having to ego stroke that man all the time?
Well, he's a cop. He's probably used to thinking that he's in charge of everything.
Oh, it would be exhausting. It reminds me of my old relationships.
Yeah, oh God. No, 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 no. Yeah, I'm so glad that, I mean, in one way, I'm so glad that he's gone. Do
Yeah.
I think it was a smart move for the house? Absolutely not.
Oh, God.
Stupid.
Even Quinn said you are stupid to keep me in.
Yeah, so stupid. Keep the one that wants to self-evict. Great, get you 2 more steps closer. Who are you going to be able to beat, Kenny or Quinn? Wake up, house. Hello.
Right. Even if Kenny makes final 2, and it's like he's not built a resume, he's not in any alliances, you keep the Kennys and the Angelas there as shields, right? Now, of
Yeah.
course, yeah, that's what you do. Like, play the game. Quinn, I loved, seeing Quinn scramble a little bit. It's nice. It was a good week. It was a really good week.
You mean Nicole Anthony? When I saw him on Thursday's episode, I did like a triple take. Like I tweeted the photo. I literally thought it was Nicole. Like he literally looked like Nicole.
I could see that a little bit. Yeah.
Oh God, go look at the picture I tweeted. I was literally like, whoa, what is happening?
Oh
And
my
then I try
gosh.
and film things, and the whole time my mother, and dementia, so she can't remember from one minute to the next. Every time Quinn comes on the screen, is that a boy or a girl? Like, mother, trying to record.
Mother, you are not woke.
Mother, you can't say that.
We can't say that anymore.
Yeah, I think, and I understand 100% that the collective wants to utilize Quinn's power. I understand even if you're outside of the collective, Quinn had a great speech of keep me in, it gets you another week of safety. So I 100% understand that.
Yeah.
However, if it was me in that house, I would have risked it to keep Kenny and someone I know that long term I have a way better chance against. Get Quinn out right now while I have the chance to get Quinn out. Kenny being in the game makes HOHs easier. I mean, there's so many benefits to forcing Kenny to stay in that I hear what you're saying. You're there to make content, but it's also stupid to me to hear these people be like, well, I promised Kenny and I got to do it because of morals. Bitch, you're paying for $750,000.
Doesn't mean anything. We heard it this week. Doesn't
I'm
mean
just
anything. My
like,
family's more important. Why are you there?
but I just mean the other people too
You
that are
messed
like,
up
I'm
someone
gonna,
else's chance to do it.
yeah, like their whole stupid agreement of whoever America puts up, we're not voting for them no matter what. Okay, you don't like money. Like, is $750,000 that easy to get all of a sudden? What am I
Right.
missing?
Right.
You literally have a 1 in 11 chance at $750,000, and you're like, you know what?
Right.
I'm just gonna really hurt my odds right now for no
Right.
reason.
And if I get evicted, I'm just going to continue playing the lottery with those crappy odds. Gee,
makes no sense to me at all. The
No
longer you're in
sense.
that house, the more followers you're going to get, the more money you can make. There's so many benefits
Are
to
we
being.
following Kenny though? Like, what is he? What's
No,
he
no, no.
gonna?
No, because he's miserable, just like
I
everybody
mean,
hates.
what's he gonna promote? A Men's Warehouse? I mean, what else? What?
No, because he's not a likable person. In the same way where Quinn
Gym
goes over.
equipment? What? Yeah,
Yeah.
what?
I mean, Quinn goes over the top and says he's playing for social media, and that's why everyone can't stand him. And you'd think that last night would have knocked him down a peg once he learned, oh shit, America doesn't like me. Oh, no, no. It somehow managed to make his ego worse.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I agree. Everything strategy wise. I mean, Quinn said it. Get me out. It'd be stupid to leave somebody in with a power like Tucker's been saying this whole time.
And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This
Mm-hmm.
is why I do not understand this show. Why do they refuse to just stop reading the damn vote totals? Just say who was voting out. There is no way that the collective would have all voted for Tucker if the vote number was not read. It was not in many people's best interest to vote out Tucker, but they didn't want to go against the House. They were too scared that if I vote in the way, that would make the game interesting, the feeds interesting, everything much more interesting. We can't do it because we're scared that Julie's going to say the fucking number. Stop reading the number. It is such an easy
I
way
love
to.
reading the number. Love it.
That's the worst idea ever. It makes
It
the
creates
game
more
miserable.
chaos.
No, it doesn't.
They were trying to flesh out when Lisa voted to keep Matt, and it was just, and then she's lying. Oh yeah, it keeps the hamster wheel going.
Yeah, you're gonna still get that because the result will be more chaotic because
Yeah.
no one will know. So you'll still get everything you want, except we'll stop getting everyone voting with the House each week.
True. That's a good point.
You're still getting what you want. It's still going to be chaos, but Tucker wouldn't have had to win, in my opinion, in order to stay in. We might not have lost, well, we probably would have lost Lisa. But, you know, like Tucker and Angela are fun feeds. Their games being in jeopardy is absolutely ridiculous because people feel like, oh, we got to vote with us. I mean, the fact that MJ and Angela voted for Kenny is the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
That well, Angela voting for Kenny was just insane. And who else? Who else?
MJ, no one voted for him. No one
Right,
voted.
no,
I'm saying
right.
the fact Tucker was the only one that voted to evict Kenny. Here's what made no sense to me.
And
I know we're
Angela did too.
No, no one did. Angela voted to evict Kenny. Yes. I'm saying the whole. I'm sorry. Did I say it wrong? I'm dyslexic. The whole House voted out Kenny except for Tucker. What I am saying
Correct.
is it makes no sense to me why Angela and MJ
Right.
did not voted out Kenny. That could have been 3 votes. You only needed 6 votes. Tucker did nothing to try and get votes. Now, granted, I understand he didn't know that it was going to be Quinn at the end and he didn't know. But Tucker is just of this mindset of, I'm just going to win, and that's going to be enough. And it's not going to be enough. You need to create some sort of a voting block with you, Tucker. And this is what's so frustrating to me.
And I think that's what his biggest mistake was this
Yeah.
week, right? Like, he's just kind of a hothead, right? Like, we saw, Cedric 90 minutes before, saying we can't do it. We don't have the votes. You should save yourself, which, he didn't hear. You could see it when he was drinking, like looking at him. He wasn't even listening to him. And then later on, you never said that to me. It's like roll back the tape, and I love it because it's like they do. They roll back the tape, and like there it is. Cedric told him to save himself. They didn't have the votes. Like, he was getting such a mindset, but didn't work the House. Like, his Tucker is not really in any alliances either. So
Not really. Well, he blew up the one he was in with that whole thing.
blew up the one that he was in, but didn't have the votes. Like, he's just like, I'm doing this. It's a power. Like, he just goes balls forward. Just, I'm going to do this. And I was just thinking, okay, you're super cute, but oh my God, are you like this in the real life? Is this how you are in relationships? Like, oh, that would just drive me insane. But I was shocked. I was shocked that, they put up Mackenzie, and I was just like, this is so stupid. But America got to vote, so it was fun.
Yeah. I mean, I think that Tucker, Angela, they're like old school BB, so I love it.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
this style of gameplay. This has been one of the best
right.
weeks of feeds that we've had.
Oh,
All
I
of
bet.
these things that they're showing, we knew all of this stuff already
And
from the feed, so it has been drama and fun. What?
And to get back to your point, I understand why Angela voted for Kenny. My theory was she just wanted to vote with the House. She's trying to keep a
You're
little bit lower
stupid.
profile, but but it's for her game. Like she's trying to, I mean, she's already ruined her reputation, but she doesn't know that. And we know that. And that's what makes it great because she's just like, I'm just going to do what everybody says and lay low. It's like, you cannot, you don't have the capacity to lay low. Like we're just waiting for another flip out, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's great. I can imagine it's great feeds. It's just the feeds are so annoying to watch because anytime I have a camera and it switches to a backyard where two people are like, "Oh, what did you do last summer?" and I'm just like, I hate it. Like I want to be able to control it. I wish I had a joystick and I can just control my own camera and audio.
That was so great. I forget what show we could do that. It didn't last
Really,
very
that existed?
way back when we covered the
Oh,
show. I forget what the name of it was, but it was way back in the early days of YRR.
yeah,
And the show was supposed to last for like 6 months or something. And we had
yeah.
the cameras, we could control all of them, we could zoom in and out. And
Oh my
anyway, the show didn't
God.
last. So
I mean, between
for
that and the horrible functionality of the Paramount Plus app, it's just too annoying. Like I try to do it, then I have a cocktail, and I'm like, maybe this will be better, and it's just not.
no, it's miserable. It's
It's
absolutely miserable. I
miserable. It
agree.
is.
I agree. Um Tucker, but again, to your point, if the votes weren't read, Angela wouldn't
Correct.
feel she needed to vote with the House and could have put a vote on Quinn.
Correct. But it
So whatever.
also tells the House that she's voting for them or voting with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
no, no,
so
I get it.
she's
It's
hoping it earns her some brownie points, which it's not.
sure, sure.
It's
It's not
not.
gonna.
She's
It's.
done it. She's ruined it.
I mean, Quinn even said it in his speech. I'm going after Tucker and Angela, and
Yeah.
it's what I'm doing. So you might as well just keep me here because that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
But um, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Kenny, yeah, I'm very glad that he is going. Um, do you think? And I asked you this last show. I said you were so gung ho about Tucker volunteering to be a pawn, and I said to you last show, okay, Comedy Jonah, but what if he volunteers to be a pawn again? Then what are you gonna think of him? And here we are.
It's just get a can of red spray paint and white and just put a target on yourself. Like, what is wrong with you? You're not in any alliances. You're like, I'm doing this for the House. It's like, it's one thing to be the pawn because you maybe want to make good waves with the HOH and everybody's confused and wants to play a safe game, but you're winning everything too. So doesn't he realize he doesn't realize his position in the House? Like I think he thinks he's at like
Well,
a party at the beach where it's just like, oh, everybody's playing, we're good, yeah, we're in a competition. Like no, this isn't. People aren't
well,
going, yes, we can just put Tucker up. He'll win it for us. Yeah, nobody's
mhm.
doing that. They're like, oh, we need to get him out
I
sooner than
mean,
later.
I think that's what he was trying to do with this move. Like him and Kenny going to Cedric with Cam there and being like, let's
Right,
create the ball smashers or the ball players or whatever
right,
the name was. And let's take out this giant power. I mean, the part that Tucker doesn't know is that Cam and Quinn are already in the collective and,
and the Pentagon.
and the Pentagon. Well, the Pentagon is done. That's been exposed and dead. Um, yeah, that was exposed during. I think everything was exposed except the collective during that House meeting.
Oh.
Um, yeah, I think.
Is Brooklyn in the collective? No,
Yes.
she's in the Pentagon.
Brooklyn is in the collective. Yes. It's
Okay.
Quinn, Cedric. Oh, now you have me questioning the Pentagon and the collective. Quinn, Cedric, Cam. Yeah, Brooklyn. Oh, I'm wrong.
I
It's the
thought,
opposite.
yeah, it's the opposite. Quinn and Brooklyn are the bottom of the totem pole for the Pentagon, I thought.
You're correct. You're
You mean
correct.
as a casual
As a
viewer?
casual viewer, I need the. Well, I mean, the alliances are changing every 5 seconds,
That's true. It's
and
true.
the Pentagon was not exposed, so I was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pentagon is still good. Collective is still good. A lot of Quinn's final twos were exposed. Tucker's, alliances were exposed. A little bit of Cedric, but not the collective
Yeah.
exposed.
Well,
It's
it's just
so hard
too,
to keep
like,
track of it all.
even in that House meeting, right? Like, Tucker didn't want to call it, but even the way he handled it, was just awful. Like, you made an enemy out of a vote against you with chemo, right? Like, chemo's just like, thanks a lot. Like, I told you that in confidence because I got a little crush on you, and now he's exposed. And then you're pissing how you're going after Cedric in front of everybody is just pissing him off. And, for Tucker not to stop and think, okay, you know what? You voted this way because you probably have enough votes behind you. Do you know what I mean? Like he's such a hothead that he's not thinking that way. He's not listening. Cedric tried to tell him we don't have the votes. He gave him the heads up.
Yeah.
And he
No.
chose to ignore it, which I'm glad because it makes, for great content and a great show. But as far as his individual gameplay, it's just no. It's insane.
And it was Quinn that exposed the Pentagon to T-Core and Chemo. That's what it was. That's who exposed it. He just told them to about it. And as we saw, it was Chemo who confirmed for Tucker all about Quinn's power. So really, what we have to thank for this week, which of course didn't make the edit, but was a large factor on the feeds, is Chemo's huge crush on Tucker. Like, he's going around the house to everyone literally like this. Do you think Tucker knows that I like him? Sometimes I think I'm making a mistake. Sometimes I think I'm making a mistake because I think it's messing up my game, but I love Tucker.
No.
I'm in love with Tucker,
Well,
and no one knows
I love the little kind of whiteboarding that they did with all the crushes because Cam has a crush on Lisa, Quinn has a crush on Leah, Quinn has a crush on Leah, but Leah likes Tucker, and then Chemo likes Tucker. Like, it was hilarious. I love the little.
Well, they left out.
Yeah.
They left out last week the Chemo part of it, and I said that would have been because it started last week. It would have been a great ending to that to show that Chemo exposed Quinn's power because of Chemo's crush, and as if that wasn't bad enough, now they have not focused on this on the show, but Tucker and Rabina have been getting hot and heavy in the past 2 days. No lip kissing, but lots of neck kissing and ear nibbling and face licking and body pressing and but not like a direct mouth kiss, but I'm wrapped around, oh, look in your neck, I'm gonna kiss this.
Is this for COVID protocols? Like, what is this?
I don't know. I saw a lot of mixed tweet on it. Some people were like, I don't know what the fuck I just watched. And some people were like, that was really hot. It was just foreplay. And it did that. But you want to know what the messed up part was? You know where this all happened?
Where?
On Chemo's bed. On Chemo's bed.
Oh, no.
So you just know somewhere poor Chemo has single tear.
Oh,
coming
poor
down.
Chemo.
And it gets worse.
It gets worse. How can it get worse? That's bad.
because Chemo is aware, like he didn't see that happen, but he's aware of the feelings between Rabina and Tucker. And like yesterday, after the HOH and everything, they're kind of all in the storage room, and Rabina was like, "Was it obvious? Was I jumping on him? Was it too much? Was it being like obvious that we're starting to like the showmance or whatever?" And Tucker's just like, "No, it's fine. What's it like with me and him? Can you just?" Oh no, he goes, "Do you think that Tucker realizes I have a crush on him?"
To Rabina.
To Rabina, to the girl who you're aware is making out with Tucker, and you're like, "Do you think Tucker knows I have a crush on him?"
Do you think I have a chance?
I mean, granted, Tucker did say to him, and I quote, "After the show is over, Chemo, we're going to go to West Hollywood and tear up ass, literally and figuratively."
I would never have him as a wingman. He's too cute.
Well, I could see how there's a little mixed signals there, but yeah.
But I mean, I think Chemo's at the point, and you're locked in, and you're in this hamster cage and this,
Yeah,
pressure
sad.
cooker, and everything's magnified. So you've got some feelings for a house guest like Tucker, and it's just like, that's all you have to do. You can't get on social media. You can't watch TV. You can't read a book except for the Bible. You can't do anything. So it's just like all of it's magnified. So yeah, I mean, anything. We should go to. He could have just slightly started the sentence, and I'd be like, "I love you." I love you.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad that Big Brother will never put
So-
two gays in there so they can be attracted to each other, because God forbid they'd have to show that on the live feeds or the television
Oh, they have
show.
the disclaimer now. We can just, add to it.
Their sponsors wouldn't be down for that. They're not going to have gays making out, or God forbid, in a showmance
Gays
on
are
the show.
buying the products too. Don't you want more money? Don't they have the sponsors like money? Does anybody on the show like money?
No one likes money. They're
Who
allergic
wants
to
the
money.
money?
No one. Not MJ, not Angela. Let's vote out Kenny. Hey guys, I got an idea, okay? We're gonna line you all up. We're gonna here's you stand here, okay? And then we're gonna put this old man and a 21-year-old in front of you. Now, you get to remove one of them to go forward for 750,000. Who would you like to remove? The old man or the young 21-year-old? Oh, the old man. Okay, that makes sense.
The young. You want to keep the young man that has the power, a secret power, a non-secret power?
No, it makes sense. No, it totally
wanna
makes
keep him?
sense.
You could use it against
You
him.
have morals.
So
you have morals.
So when that actually happens, and there's some avatar going, "I'm hijacking the HOH," and it's like everybody's just gonna be looking at Quinn.
Yeah.
Everybody knows there was a house meeting.
Yeah,
I bet that person on Cassie is going, "It took me like 2 weeks to make that avatar. Like, they're not even going to use it because everybody knows it's Quinn."
Well, I'm hoping we get feeds today, and that the feeds are not just down, but we'll get more into it. But yeah, I think it's absolutely stupid. It's stupid.
It's just
It's stupid. I had a point. I can't remember what it was.
What do we think of? Did we talk about the comp with the navigating through the bamboo?
Again, and I'm going to say this with all the love in my heart I can muster, I guess the budget for this one was from the dollar store. There were fucking pool noodles. They didn't even try and hide it. They literally glued together pool noodles.
Do I turn it this way? Would I turn it?
And then they literally you're in fucking Hollywood. You have access to the best prop houses in the fucking world. They literally took the dollar store vine, which is like one leaf, green wire, maybe another leaf, green wire. I'm like, was the whole budget $50 for this one? What the fuck is happening on this show?
It's so high tech.
Like, what is going? It's a pool noodle.
Gotta charge Ainsley's core.
What is happening? I am embarrassed. I literally think they're like, we all want bigger paychecks, and we think this show is ending, so we're just gonna do shitty comps so we can up all of our paychecks. Everyone
I
cool
think
with
they're
that?
getting a big budget, but I think they're just kind of assigning themselves bonuses.
That's
and
what
just like,
exactly my point. Like bonus, 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 and then for this comp we'll use pool noodles and
should we
vines.
call props at Warner Brothers for this
No, we
Recharge the
don't need
Cola?
it.
We
Dollar
don't need
store.
it?
No,
Okay,
dollar
dollar
store.
store? Okay. Yeah,
Dollar
we just
store.
paint them, right? Or just stick a light bulb in there? Or we do
You
something
can.
like that?
I got an idea. We'll glue pool noodles together. Now I know what you're thinking. It's gonna look stupid.
No, but
We'll
it's on TV.
we'll spray paint it neon green.
Oh.
It'll look like a glowing pool noodle. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to use your imagination here. A power core, which if you've ever seen a power core, you know that it looks like a bunch of hot glued pool noodles.
I do now.
Oh my god. I literally was so embarrassed for this show. I can't. And by the way, good on production. Way to make a competition where you can make sure that Tucker won it so that we wouldn't, so that you can keep your fun feeds intact.
Right.
And he doesn't miss a beat. He's out there like, oh, I'm the crocodile hunter. I go through the brush. Look at me, blimey.
He's so funny. I love his personality and everything.
Yeah, we can't lose him. Love him or hate him, he makes the show fun, and he makes the feeds fun, and we cannot lose him.
We can't.
No, I thought that was the stupidest comp. And as a matter of fact, I don't know how this didn't dawn on me until I heard Tucker saying it this morning. All of the comps are leading up to some big thing.
Oh.
Like, I never realized it. It was like, help me get my mainframe online, get my power core online, recharge this. I never realized that. Yes, I mean, now look, we're also probably giving production way too much credit, and maybe they didn't even think of this, but it could be that it's building to some big thing that's going to happen this next Tuesday when we get more twists, which I think we're going to get 4 more twists personally.
Ooh.
Because, apparently they think that we want to hear from Jag.
Yeah.
And Cody.
Oh, yes, because we've got Jag and Cody and Taylor. Yay.
Yeah, we love Taylor, but Jag and Cody. Do you think Taylor's like, why do I have to sit next to these people?
Oh, bring in a Rachel Riley or someone. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh my god, it makes no sense.
No.
Yeah. I thought that the POV comp was ridiculous, but I was glad that Tucker won because obviously that was the catalyst for Tucker to come up with this plan. Let's use it. Let's take Angela down. I now know that Quinn has the power. I wanted it. I mean, it was smart.
I was watching it. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing.
But here's where I think it failed. Yes, Cedric gathered everyone together for his collective.
His Pentagon.
His collective. He's not Cedric gathered them for collective.
Oh.
Right?
Yes.
You have me questioning everything in my brain right now. But he didn't tell them about Quinn's power. He only told them he wants to go after Quinn. So that then later on, when it came out, I just would have thought that there would have been more fallout on Cedric.
There should have been.
Yeah, and there really isn't.
We saw it with Mackenzie too, when it's like, you're going up on the block. Why? What's the move? And you see him going, ha, 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 trying to do it. And it's just like, and that's why she said, I wasn't going to use the veto. Now I'm going to use it. I don't trust him. Something shady's going on. And essentially that's why the House meeting was called, right? Because
Well, because
Cedric's like, I
Cedric
don't.
doesn't know what to do.
He doesn't know what to do. And it's like, and what's so funny is that, we saw Chelsea's HOH go pretty smoothly, no real blood on her hands. Cedric wanted the same thing. It's been a massacre. It's been a massacre. You have people gunning for you now. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully you have the numbers, but to sit there, if you're calling a thing, I'm gonna target Quinn. You have to tell people why, right? He has
Yeah.
a power. This is what I'm hearing. Like, he hasn't told any of us. He's lied to everybody. What do you guys think? Do you know what I mean? Like, present it.
Yeah,
Present
well,
it correctly. And
especially
he doesn't.
because then it coming out after to me should have made him more questionable than it did. And it doesn't seem like this house cares at all. It doesn't care that Quinn lied to the people in his alliance. They don't
Yeah.
care that he has all these final twos. You think they would have cared when it turns out America is saying, yes, dum-dums, this is what you're supposed to do, and they still don't seem to
Oh, I know.
care.
When Quinn was announced as the replacement nominee, I was just like, it's right there. Even Quinn himself said, I would vote for me. Get the person out with the power. Tucker's right. So you may not have the votes in the House, but now this is what America is saying. Guess what? America is going to be subscribing to your socials. America is going to give you the views that you need to make that cash. You got to do what America does. Like, it was just, and it's so interesting to see how you can get so lost in the game under that kind of pressure cooker environment, because it's like there's still like, you see Kenny at the end. Oh, just make sure you vote for me. Oh, I just miss my family so much. Oh my gosh, I would have kept him in. Nope. You're here. You signed up like all of us. Nope. Buck up. Buck up.
Tucker in that POV ceremony, so like when he gets blindsided and puts up MJ, and Tucker is literally like, I don't even know what you did, you motherfucker. I'm gonna skull fuck you into next week. I'm gonna
Oh my
find your
God.
future children and I'm gonna murder them. I'm gonna come for your family in the middle of the night when this show is over. You're gonna wish that you stayed in the Marines because you're gonna need the whole army to find where I bury the body. I was just like, he was terrifying.
Oh my God.
He was
And
just.
I was aroused a little bit too.
I mean, I agree. It was a little bit hot, but I was like, if you ended up telling me that he was a serial killer, I would be like, that tracks.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would say, yep.
And what was with the Ace Ventura outfit look?
Is that what that was?
I mean, it was very Ace Ventura to me, yeah.
I thought he was trying to be punk rock, but then I guess it was, yeah, that's what it was.
Well,
If
it was
that's what it
giving
was,
Ace Ventura. I mean,
if
people.
that's what it was, then yes, I liked it.
Well, people say that he looks like a young
Jim Carrey. I've
Jim
seen
Carrey.
that on the socials, yeah. And it's there's moments where I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Cedric handled it the best that he could. I mean,
He kept calm.
Well, here's the thing that should be the big tell to Tucker. The fact that you are not getting a rise out of him should let you know just how comfortable he feels. He
Right.
is so comfortable in this game that you spiraling, he knows he doesn't have to do one thing. He has all the votes behind him. He has an entire alliance. Like, that should be such a tip-off, not just to Tucker, but to T-Cord, to Chemo, to these people.
And to say, stop talking, Tucker. That's what I mean about this flying off the handle. You're not thinking. You're not listening. You're not thinking. 90 minutes before this happened, we don't have the votes. You should use it on yourself. Oh, I don't give a shit. I'm doing it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Well, then look what happened. You're playing the comps great, but you're not playing the game well. You have no alliances, and you just think, everybody's at a beach party or something. I don't know what you're thinking.
Well,
yeah.
It's so crazy because the argument, again, if you didn't see the clips, it's on Twitter, it's in our Discord. It got a lot more heated. He was very much like, "You're an asshole,"
Oh yeah.
like like all this stuff, all this like going in on him, yelling on him, "You're a boy, you're not a man, you're da." And literally 10 minutes later, he's hugging him and like, "But good game."
Oh yeah.
What good game? Like, let's hug. Good game. I still love you. Don't ever talk to me again. 5 minutes in the kitchen, hugging.
Yeah.
Oh, good game, man. Good game.
I thought I was watching Big Brother Canada. I mean, that's how they are. They throw each other in the
Well,
bus. They're like, "You go, Queen. You did great."
yeah. I mean, I think that Tucker understands also he's making content.
And making content, yes, and probably realizes he needs to calm down because he's not only are his wins volunteering to be a pawn. We all know pawns tend to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Not in this case. So Tucker's, breaking that stereotype. And a comp beast. And now he has flipped out. He has screwed over Chemo. That's a number against him. Going after Cedric, that's a number. The Pentagon, the collective, everybody he's got the numbers. He's comfortable. You're right. He's comfortable in the game. Who do you have? Oh, yeah, Kenny. Oh, Kenny's not there anymore. And between all the whining, how much game strategy do you talk? Not a whole lot because yours sucks, Tucker.
No, that's what I'm saying. This
Yeah,
is Tucker's fatal flaw is he thinks
Yeah.
he's going to win everything, and Tucker doesn't work that way because even if
needs
he
to.
needs to, but even like you can't. You need an alliance. You need a voting block. Otherwise, the second you're able to be put up, you're going to be backdoored and voted out. So what is it? It's not going to work if you don't gather people together. That's the frustrating part of this Tucker thing. But whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
MJ uses her power, like you said, and then,
Yeah.
we vote Quinn up there, and then they do the ball pit.
And I think, too, Tucker's biggest thing was, I want these powers out. I want them exposed. They got exposed. If you would shut up and listen a little bit and stop being such a hothead and not, and vetoed yourself off the block, it happened. Everybody knows who the powers were now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at least you got that, but just dead set on getting this out, and then for America to hand you the very person you wanted nominated that Cedric wouldn't do for you, and then they still didn't. I mean, it shows you where the votes are. Tucker's probably going, "Oh my gosh, the only person, I don't even have Angela. Angela didn't even vote for Quinn, and I saved her." I mean, his ego must have just been deflated. I would have been in that corner in that storeroom where Lisa was and just crying like, I am really playing a messed up game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of the AI arena?
Oh.
The ball pits. I mean, first of all, Kenny wasn't even playing.
It was, I mean,
First of all, I was nervous because I was like, didn't Quinn say that he plays soccer? Like, isn't the whole thing about soccer is you need really good hand-eye coordination? Like, I thought he was going to be like, ba 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 ba.
Yeah, I think if I'm ever, told that I'm going to be on Big Brother, I think I'm going to just start going to like a Chuck E. Cheese a lot and just playing those games. You know what I mean? Like grabbing the balls.
Well, Tucker,
on a balance beam.
I'm going to ask Kenny if they were allowed to use their clothes. Because I have said this all the time. If I ever found myself in one of those money things, I would just take my shirt off, use it as a parachute, collect everything down, and walk out. So I don't know if you're not allowed to do that. Like, maybe you can't use your articles of the clothes. But that being said, I thought Tucker was genius. What he did was he got on the floor to block the vent.
Oh,
So
is
he
that what he was
blocked.
doing?
That's what he did. He said that he blocked the vent and then he made a V with his legs to guide the air towards his body from the vent so that all the balls would just
So
come to.
smart.
He's so smart.
So smart. I saw, what was it, Kenny kind of using his body to smash it against the glass or the
Yeah,
plexiglass
good. Yeah, okay.
to grab the balls. Just
Okay. That's just a great cop.
yeah. What do we think about Joseph's karate skills?
I can't stand Joseph. I'm sorry. The only person that annoys me to the same level. I mean, Quinn, Joseph, and Leah. 3 people that annoy the shit out of me in this house.
I love it. You know, I've been studying karate at my local dojo. Well, I've never really stepped foot into it, but I walked by it and I was just like, what is up with you? And I love that he called Julie the Chinbot. Hey, Chinbot.
Well, here's the thing. He's
Hey, Chinbot.
insufferable in the feeds. He says stuff on the feeds like, I am the show. The show is nothing without me. The whole edit is about me. The whole show is focusing around me. Like, these are the things he seriously says. That's why he just thinks his
Are you
shit
serious?
doesn't. Yes, I'm serious. That's why he thinks he can go in and sit down and be like, hey, Chenbot. Now I'm cool. I called you Chenbot. Nobody thought I'd do that.
Oh,
Like,
my God.
he's the worst.
I forget he's there.
Oh God, he's insufferable in the video. Him, Quinn, and Leah are the worst. Quinn constantly is like, I can't wait to do my deep dive when the show is over. I can't wait to do my deep dive. I was like, bitch, America just told you want to drown. Like, literally, America just said they want to drown you.
Do your deep dive, but we don't want you to come back to the surface.
Right. Just stay under. Where literally everyone's over you and you don't get it.
What did you think of Tucker's speech? You should
thought it
keep
was-
me to stay because, or not Tucker's, Quinn's.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought that was the smartest thing that he could do.
Yeah.
I did like when he went, Your Honor, to Julie. He went, Your Honor, can I start speaking now? That was kind of funny. I'm like, don't make me laugh, Quinn. You're a little douchebag.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought his speech was, very smart to everyone. Keep me around. It guarantees you another week.
I've
I
got
think
power. I'm going to make sure he's on the block. You're going home. He's my target. It's like Chemo's going to like it. Yeah, so many people are going to like it.
Yeah, it was genius. Now, I think if Kenny wanted to stay, he could have come up with a good counter speech to that, but, guess not.
Can you guys let me win HOH so I can see pictures of my family? Take some ginkgo biloba before you get in the house. What, you memory issues? Like, what's going on?
You got memory issues? Yeah, but overall, a great week. I
Yeah.
would say one of the
Yeah.
better weeks in Big Brother for a long time, for sure. Definitely
Absolutely.
one of the better
Mhm.
weeks. And then, so the show's over, yada yada. The feeds come back on for a little bit, and we learn that T-Core and Chemo know about the Pentagon from Quinn. It was also stupid earlier in the week when Quinn told Joseph about the collective. Quinn learned nothing. After Quinn gets exposed for lying about this power, he then goes to Joseph and goes, oh, by the way, I've been lying to you. There's a whole nother alliance you don't know about. Not a minute.
Oh my gosh.
And you're not. And for some reason, I'm going to tell you this as if you're not going to use it later. It's like Quinn doesn't learn. It doesn't make any sense to me like Quinn does not learn. But, spoiler alert, although there's not really any spoilers because it's Big Brother, do you know who won HOH?
Just don't say Angela.
Do you know or you don't know?
I don't know.
Ms. Angela.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
It was apparently a knockout.
I almost fell back. I almost fell backwards. Like, don't tell me it's Angela.
It was apparently a knockout competition.
A knockout?
Like where you have to pick the people to go. Like if you win your
Oh,
round,
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
you pick the people to go. So there was already drama because apparently um, Angela chose Brooklyn twice in a row, and Brooklyn did not like that.
Strategy.
So Brooklyn went up to her and was like, I mean, I'm glad you won, but I mean, mother to mother, what was that about? It was so mean. And Angela was like, look, you're not in danger. You're very well insulated in this house. I'm the one who's going home each week. I needed to take the shot. It
Yeah.
isn't physical. I could do this competition. It was the best move to guarantee me winning. Like, I'm
I
sorry.
guarantee another week in the house. But I think
Yeah.
it's kind of stupid for Brooklyn to be like, why did you do that to me?
Oh, it was so annoying. The conversation annoyed the shit out of me.
Oh, it's just like you don't say shit like that. Like, calm down, because then you're showing people your vulnerability. You don't want that.
And the whole time, Brooklyn had like sunglasses, but she's like wiping the tears away through her sunglasses as if it's real. So after she leaves, right? She walks away, and like Amanda is upstairs and she can see like more people are going to start coming to her. Amanda is literally like this. She starts rubbing her eyes, slapping her eyes, like, and she literally the camera goes, "I can't do it. I'm trying to fake cry and I can't do it."
Amanda, who's
I'm
Amanda? Angela.
Angela is
Oh,
like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. Amanda Zuckerman is back in the
I
house.
I was like going, wait, I thought I knew everybody. Okay.
Amanda Zuckerman is back in the house.
Oh,
No, Angela, she was like trying to fake cry. It was so funny. It was just the best. And of course, Tucker went up to her and Tucker was like, we need to put up Brooklyn and who did he say he wants up? Brooklyn. I forget who he
Quinn.
said he wanted.
Quinn. I mean, they both want to target
Oh,
Quinn,
right.
right?
Oh, my God. Quinn, Brooklyn.
Okay.
And then he was like, I don't care. I think he said, I don't care who the third one would be, but I would do Leah if it was me. Um,
So obviously he does not like Leah.
no, he does not like Leah. Which is stupid because, again, the people that need to get together are MJ, Leah, Angela. Now I want to say Amanda. Angela and Tucker, those
Yeah.
4 or 5, get chemo in there. You're good. You're golden. You have a voting block.
Right.
They need
They're
to
not
do that.
they're not getting it together.
They're not getting it together. I mean, here's the thing, though. Really, what happens this week doesn't matter because we know that Tucker is taking it over. Quinn is taking it over.
Yeah.
So what does it even matter what you do? I don't know. And that's why a lot of people are theorizing the way it was
Is,
read.
is
It
this his
almost,
last week to do that?
yeah. And so he's definitely doing it. But the way it was worded makes it sound like he can, like that the HOH will be removed from the house. So we're waiting to see, is Amanda going to be removed from
Ooh.
the house from
Angela.
this?
Yeah, Angela.
Did I just say Amanda again?
Yeah.
Okay, well. I think I have early onset Alzheimer's. I don't know if it's because I'm with an Alzheimer person for half of my day every day, but I swear to God something's happening to me. It's contagious.
Well,
With
at
the
least
fish oil.
Angela is going to be safe. Like, and she's not going to have any blood on her hands. So she lives to fight another week, right? So
Which
good
is
for
what
her.
we want. We just,
Good.
hopefully Tucker can win the POV or the AI
Yes.
arena. He'll be safe. Fun feeds will be secured.
Yes.
That is all that we can hope going forward. Noms, they should be waking up on the live feeds probably in about 30 minutes or so.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be in the Discord. We'll be talking in the live feed chat over in the Discord.
Yes.
It'll be a fun time. Do you have any final thoughts before you leave us, Comedy Jonah? We won't
I
see you for 2
know.
weeks.
Not for 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm not going to be on the next show. I fly into a Mediterranean cruise, so I'm flying to Spain tomorrow. I have to get up at 3:30 in the morning to go to the airport, and I'm taking 3 different flights, and it's going to be a long day, but I'm so excited to disconnect. I'm not very active on my socials, but I'm going to be active on my socials with this, so you'll get to see
I didn't
pictures.
even ask you.
Oh,
Are you going with anyone or are you going alone?
oh, I'm going with someone, yeah.
With someone or with a friend?
A friend,
Not like a friend with benefits.
not a friend.
Just a friend.
A friend.
Okay, well, I can't wait to see what amazing gift. You know, my friends that travel the world like to bring me back nice gifts from their travels, so I can't wait to see what amazing thing you're going to bring me back from Spain.
I can't. Well, it's gonna be. I'm Spain, south of France, Rome, and Ibiza. So pick the country that you want
You
something
gotta.
from.
No, I insist. You surprise me.
Oh, I will.
That sounds like there's a lot of designer brands in those places.
There is. I think so.
All right, Comedy Jonah, you have a wonderfully safe trip.
Thank you.
We will see you back. Well, I mean, I see you guys every single day on
Yes.
YouNow around 4 o'clock. I talk the live feeds with Destinies. So I will see you there, or I'll see you guys over in the Discord. Bye for now, everybody. Bye.